She started as a TV host, now she's flying rockets and controlling the world's richest man. Lauren Sanchez was never just another face on television. From the very beginning she had a plan, an ambition few could match. What started as a career in news turned into a whirlwind of power, lies, and fame. Today she's not just the fiancée of Jeff Bezos, she's one of the most influential women in America. But the story of how she got here isn't what it seems. It's full of secrets, betrayal, and accusations that could shake even the richest man on earth. Was it charm? Was it strategy? Or was it something darker? This is the real story of how Lauren Sanchez went from reporting traffic to steering billion-dollar rockets, and how she turned love into a global empire. Long before she entered Bezos's orbit, Lauren was chasing dreams in Los Angeles. She was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1970, and grew up in a modest household with her parents and siblings. Her father worked as a flight instructor, which perhaps explains her later fascination with aviation. From early on she stood out strong, outspoken, determined to be seen. Her beauty helped her break into local news, but it was her ambition that pushed her forward. She studied communications at El Camino College, then transferred to UCLA where she began interning at local television stations. In the 2000s she became a familiar face on Fox 11, anchoring entertainment segments, red carpets, and even working with Extra and Good Day LA. Her reporting style was energetic and engaging, making her a natural fit for entertainment journalism. She covered everything from movie premieres to celebrity scandals, building a reputation as someone who could handle both fluff pieces and breaking news with equal skill. But behind that smile, sources say Lauren wasn't satisfied. She wanted more. More attention, more access, more power. What set Lauren apart from other entertainment reporters was her networking ability. She didn't just interview celebrities, she befriended them. Industry insiders remember her as someone who could work a room effortlessly, remembering names, making connections, and following up on every lead. This skill would prove invaluable as she climbed the entertainment industry ladder. She appeared on shows like Larry King Live and The View, expanding her visibility beyond local Los Angeles television. In Hollywood, Lauren became known as someone who could move in and out of elite circles with ease. Her first serious relationship in the spotlight was with NFL player Tony Gonzalez, with whom she had a son, Nico. The relationship didn't last, but it marked her entry into the world of high-profile romances. Later she married top talent agent Patrick Whitesell in 2005, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, representing A-listers like Matt Damon, Hugh Jackman, and Christian Bale. With Patrick, Lauren had another child, Ella, and a son, Evan. On paper it looked perfect, a beautiful family, a media career, wealth, status. But whispers began. Some said Lauren was growing restless, that she wanted something her marriage couldn't give her: global reach. Patrick Whitesell was no ordinary Hollywood agent. As co-chairman of WME William Morris Endeavor, he wielded enormous influence in the entertainment industry. Through Patrick, Lauren gained access to an even more exclusive world of celebrities, executives, and power brokers. She leveraged these connections to launch her own ventures, including Black Ops Aviation, an aerial filming company that worked on major Hollywood productions. The company was groundbreaking, the first female-owned aerial film production company in the United States. Lauren personally piloted helicopters for shoots, combining her love of aviation with her media expertise. The marriage to Patrick also brought Lauren into contact with tech billionaires and venture capitalists, who were increasingly investing in Hollywood. Silicon Valley and Hollywood were merging, and Lauren found herself at the intersection of both worlds. She attended high-profile events, charity galas, and industry gatherings, where tech moguls mingled with entertainment executives. It was in this environment that she first encountered Jeff Bezos. Then came 2018. Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, was still married to Mackenzie Scott. His company Amazon was at its peak, dominating e-commerce and cloud computing. His private space company, Blue Origin, was taking off, literally and figurative, and in his private life he was reportedly lonely despite his outward success. Enter Lauren Sánchez. At first she was just a friend. Her husband Patrick and Bezos were acquaintances through their shared connections in media and entertainment. The four even socialized together at industry events and private gatherings. But soon, the friendship turned into something else. Texts were exchanged, photos were sent, secrets spilled. The relationship allegedly began when Bezos hired Lauren's company to film aerial footage for Blue Origin promotional materials. What started as a professional relationship quickly became personal. Sources close to both parties say the chemistry was immediate and intense. Bezos, known for his calculated approach to business, seemed to lose his usual restraint around Lauren. She brought out a different side of him, more emotional, more spontaneous, more human. When the National Enquirer broke the story in January 2019, the world's Bezos's affair was exposed, complete with private texts and shirtless selfies that would become internet memes. The scandal wasn't just about cheating, it was about betrayal at the highest levels. A power couple, Bezos and Mackenzie, was destroyed. Mackenzie, who had been married to Bezos for 25 years and had 4 children with him, was suddenly thrust into the spotlight as the wronged wife, and standing at the center of it all was Lauren. She wasn't just the other woman, she was now the woman. But here's where things get even more complicated. The leaks didn't come from a hacker or a disgruntled employee. They came from Lauren's own brother, Michael Sanchez, a Hollywood talent manager with a grudge and an eye for quick cash. He reportedly sold the information to the National Enquirer for a 6-figure sum. Michael would later claim he warned Lauren not to trust Bezos, that she was being used by a man who would ultimately discard her. Others say Michael was jealous of his sister's rise, and saw an opportunity to profit from her success while potentially sabotaging it. But one thing is clear, Lauren's world exploded in the tabloids, and somehow she survived. The betrayal by her own brother was devastating. Lauren had always been protective of her family, and the fact that Michael would sell out their private conversations and her personal photos for money was a wound that cut deep. Legal battles ensued, with Lauren and Bezos threatening to sue both Michael and the National Enquirer. The situation became even more complex when it was revealed that Michael had connections to political operatives and foreign agents, leading to speculation about the true motives behind the leak. While most women in her position would have disappeared from the public eye, Lauren doubled down. She stood beside Bezos as he divorced his wife and reshaped his image. She became his public partner, attending events, speaking at charity galas, even sitting in on Blue Origin meetings. Her role shifted from girlfriend to business confidant. She started managing her own aerial filming company more aggressively, and got involved in Bezos' space ambitions. The woman once known for Hollywood gossip was now helping plan rocket launches. Some called it love, others called it manipulation, and the rumors began to spread. Did Lauren target Bezos from the start? Did she use her marriage to get close to him? And was her media career just a stepping stone to the billionaire world? Critics say Lauren saw an opportunity and took that. She played the long game, positioning herself strategically over months or even years. Friends of Lauren argue differently. They say she's simply misunderstood, a strong woman finally in charge of her own destiny, who fell genuinely in love with a man who happened to be the world's richest person. But even her image as a powerful partner came under fire. Reports from inside Blue Origin suggested that some engineers were uneasy with her presence. She wasn't a scientist or aerospace engineer, yet she had access to sensitive meetings about rocket development and space missions. Some said she was interfering with technical decisions. Others said she was helping Bezos stay focused on the bigger picture and communicate more effectively with his teams. The line between support and control became blurry, and then came the wedding rumors. By 2023, Bezos and Sanchez were officially engaged. The proposal reportedly happened on Bezos' Cypri yacht in the Mediterranean, a romantic gesture that was carefully orchestrated and photographed. The ring, a rare diamond estimated at over $2.5 million, designed by a celebrity jeweler and featuring a unique cut that reflected Lauren's personal style. Their vacations were now with royal families and Hollywood elite. They sailed the Mediterranean on his $500 million Cypri yacht, attended exclusive events in Cannes and hosted intimate dinners with heads of state. Photos of Lauren in designer clothes flooded the internet, showing her in everything from custom Valentino gowns to casual beachwear that cost more than most people's cars. But with the rise in glamour came a rise in criticism. Social media exploded with accusations. People said she had slept her way to the top, that she had broken up a family, that she was using Bezos for money and power. The criticism was particularly harsh from women, who saw her as someone who had violated an unspoken code of sisterhood by pursuing a married man. The hashtag Jun Gold Digger trended whenever she appeared in the news, and her Instagram comments became a battleground between supporters and detractors. But here's what many don't know. Lauren was never broke. Her company Black Ops Aviation was already successful before she met Bezos. She had worked on major movies and documentaries, piloted helicopters for dangerous aerial shots, and built a reputation as one of the most skilled aviation photographers in Hollywood. Her client list included major studios and production companies, and she commanded top dollar for her service. But none of that mattered to the public. To them, she was the woman who stole Jeff Bezos, and nothing else seemed to count. Her relationship with Mackenzie Scott remained cold and distant. Mackenzie, now one of the richest women in the world thanks to her divorce settlement, quietly donated billions to charity while Lauren posted bikini photos on Instagram. The contrast was hard to miss and became a source of constant media commentary. One ex-wife rebuilding her life through service and philanthropy, one fiancé living in diamonds and Dolce & Gabbana. The internet didn't hold back its judgments. But while the gossip continued, Lauren gained even more influence behind the scene. She joined Bezos at climate summits, sat next to world leaders at private dinners, and helped manage his personal foundation. She reportedly pushed him to become more visible, more emotional and relatable in his public appearances. Her presence changed, some say for the better, noting that Bezos seemed more human and accessible after their relationship began. Others believe she reshaped him entirely, turning a focused businessman into someone more concerned with public image and social media presence. And then came Blue Origin's next chapter. In 2024, Lauren announced she would be piloting an all-women spaceflight mission, marking a historic moment for both Blue Origin and women in space. Suddenly, she wasn't just riding on Bezos's rocket, she was flying it. The announcement was met with mixed reaction. Critics said it was a PR stunt designed to rehabilitate her image and deflect attention from the scandal surrounding their relationship. Supporters said it was inspiring and showed that she was more than just a billionaire's girlfriend. But it marked a turning point. Lauren was no longer in the background. She was taking the lead. The space mission represented something larger than just a publicity opportunity. It was Lauren's way of proving that she belonged in Bezos's world, not just as a romantic partner, but as a capable professional who could contribute meaningfully to his business venture. Her aviation background made her a natural fit for the space program, and her media experience helped her communicate the mission's goals to the public. And yet questions still follow her everywhere she goes. Some call her the most dangerous woman in America, not because she's evil but because she's ambitious, unapologetic, and smart. In a world that often punishes women for reaching too high, Lauren keeps climbing. She's been labeled everything: gold digger, homewrecker, puppet master, but the truth may be even more complex. She is a woman who played a high-stakes game in front of the world. She took risks that most people would never dare to take. She endured public humiliation, family betrayal, and constant attacks on her character, and she still won. That kind of power doesn't come without a price, and Lauren has paid it in full. Behind the headlines is a person, flawed, bold, and calculating. Whether she's a villain or a visionary depends on who you ask, but one thing is certain: Lauren Sanchez is no accident. She didn't stumble into Bezos's billions. She walked in, looked around, and took control. And for that, some people will always hate her, others will admire her, but no one will forget her. In the end, her story is not just about sex or scandal. It's about power, how to get it, how to keep it, and how to survive when everyone wants to take it away. Lauren Sanchez didn't write the rules, she just figured out how to win the game. And that's what makes her dangerous. Was Lauren smart or scandal? Comment your take and don't forget to subscribe for the truth behind the headline.